thing in the way.
Ooh, something is not right. Something is making the light. Hold on, guys.
Right.
Using a ring light, and it is in my camera. I don't understand this.
No, I really need another shirt on
Let me see. Okay, is it still on there?
it. No.
Okay. I'm gonna have to turn this down a notch because that's like, it seems like it's blurry, but I won't know until somebody
It could be too much
comes
light
in.
too.
I think it's that ring light.
It's something
Hold
like.
on. Okay, is that any better?
That's probably better now.
Okay. Let's see. Is that better, you think?
I didn't told my car about that. Yeah, it looks better.
Okay. Hey YouTube, it's your girl, Mama Kathy, coming to you today with Talk Show Tuesday. And I have a special guest. As you already know by the title, it is my hubby. Hubby, say hi to YouTube.
Hi, everybody.
Well, we don't have anybody in the room yet, but as soon as everybody comes in, they're going to start saying hi.
Telling me to say hi.
Yes, I'm being silly telling my husband to say hi to 0 people that is on here, but they should be coming in shortly. So when they come in,
Oh, nobody's. You on live?
I'm live, but nobody's in the room yet because I can't see anybody. Nobody said hi to Mama Kathy yet. So I'm waiting on somebody to come in so they can tell me, because I have a new lighting system and I'm trying to see if you guys see me or if there is a glare. But also, I want you guys to tell me what do y'all think about this little baby I got on today. Y'all know that's how I start Talk Show Tuesday. Somebody just came in the room because the counter went up. So hello to you, whoever you are. Do Mama Kathy a favor and tell me if you see a glow, because I got a new lighting system, and if it's a glow, then I could just turn it off. Hi, Betty Boo. Hey, do me a favor and tell me, do you see us clear or is it like a glow? Because I'm using a new lighting system today, and it seemed like I see a fog, but I want to know how you guys see us. Hey. Glow. It's a glow. Okay, thank you, honey.
Cut off one of
All right, I'm gonna have to turn this down. What about now? Okay, it still look like it's a glow. I'm gonna have to turn it down a little bit more. Okay, I think that's better. Is that better? Hi. Is it still a glow, or do you guys see us better? I need you guys' help out there. Is it still a glow? No? Do you see us okay? I'm standing up so I can see y'all messages. Thank you, Tracy. Okay. So, I want to say hi to everybody today. Welcome to Talk Show Tuesday with your host, Mama Kathy. And my guest today, like I said, is my hubby. He's honoring me with his presence on my show because we had a last minute cancellation. So he filled in for me. I'm telling you, I got such a wonderful husband. So we don't really have a topic that we're going to talk. Well, we have a topic that we're going to talk about, and it's relationships. So my husband, as you guys know, he's kind of like a little camera shy, but oh, wait, he talked, y'all. I'm being silly. Y'all know how it is. The Curry, you know, with the Curry clan, we be silly. He just don't like being on camera, but you gotta look at the camera, baby. Yeah, I can't even see your eyes. Okay, now I see you. Okay, so anyway, he was like, I ain't shy. I just don't like being on camera. You go, boy. You speak your man. This today is Talk Show Tuesday, and we are here with Kathy, Mama Kathy, and her hubby Danny. So anyway, my good friend Anita, beautiful black queen. Hi. I appreciate all your questions and everything, the topics that you gave me to talk to once I got my husband on. But it came so unexpected that my cancellation at the last minute. So me and him just gonna talk about it and tell y'all a story time. And if y'all got some questions, feel free to ask them. But I'll tell you when I want y'all to answer the questions because I can't see from that distance to the camera from where I'm sitting at. So give me a few minutes and then I'm gonna tell y'all, and then y'all can answer whatever questions y'all want. But I'm gonna start it off and then I'm gonna talk to him, okay? So Mr. Curry, we're gonna tell everybody how we met. I met my husband when I was 14 years old, and it was at a store, and it was actually called Dippy Whip, and it was a little ice cream store, and they sold like burgers and fries and stuff. You remember Dippy Whip, don't you? You remember how we met? Tell them how we met.
We met on, I was sitting on the porch.
But when was the first time you saw me?
First time I saw you was at Dippy Whip, but we didn't meet down in, you know.
Oh, okay. So he corrected me. Okay, so we met on the Anderson's porch.
Yeah, right.
We met on Anderson's porch, and I was 14. Okay, and we were talking and everything, and he liked what he saw.
12.
What can I say? He was 12. He's so silly. I was 14. He was older than me, but it was okay. He had permission to pursue me, to court me, and to fall in love with me. And we've been together for 40 years. Next year will be 41 years we have been together. And so you want to tell him what you said to me when you met? Well, I'll tell him. I'll tell him. Here we go. This is what he said to me. He said, I like to talk about it. Would y'all like to know what he said to me? Huh? You know what he said to me? The first thing he said to me was he wanted to make a baby with me. He thought we would have beautiful kids. Honey, he had some talk. He had some game. That's what they call it, game. Y'all know I'm old school, so y'all know I got to try to come up with these little new words they be saying. He had some game back in the day. He told me that I was beautiful, he was handsome, and we would make some beautiful kids together. We did, didn't we?
Yeah.
How many we made? We had six kids.
6 kids.
Yeah. What we got? 3 boys, 3 girls. Then we later adopted 3 more, and that was and so 3 girls, 3 more girls. So the girls in this family outnumber the guys, so they better watch it out there. You understand what I'm saying? But we had a boy, a girl, and then we had a girl, then we had a boy, then we had a girl, a boy, and then we adopted the 3 girls. Yes, so we got 9 kids, and right now today we totaling it out at 32 grandbabies. And for those of you who watch us, huh?
Well, on the way, 33.
Yeah, we're gonna have 33 grandbabies because Beth pregnant.
Yeah.
What you think about our kids having all these kids, making us old before our time?
It don't make us old.
Don't make us old?
No, it don't make us old. They just gotta find a new hobby.
I know that's right. They do. That's what I tell people all the time. They do. They need to find a new hobby because you know what? I'm tired of a grandbaby every year or every other year. I'm like, damn. Y'all need to be doing something else. And now COVID then came, and now we about to have 4 great grandkids. We already got 2 born, and we got 2 of them pregnant. One about to have a girl, and another one about to have a boy. So we're gonna have 3 great granddaughters, and we're gonna have 1 great grandson. Isn't that crazy?
Yeah,
Okay, let's see.
Blessing, though. Things a blessing sometimes.
What you say?
It's a blessing sometimes to be able to
Yeah.
have many grandkids. You know, they keep you busy,
Yeah, they do.
So
We just had 3 that just left here. They come over every Tuesday with my daughter, my oldest daughter, Laquetta, from Sobriety and God's Plan Life with the Stripper. She changed her name. It was God's Plan Life and Sobriety. Now it's Life and Sobriety, the Life of a Stripper. That's what she is now. And she come over every Tuesday to see her children. She fighting to get her kids back in court. What you think about these kids coming over here all the time?
right now with this virus going on, I don't really like it, but you know, but yeah. It's, I guess you don't mind, so it don't bother me.
Can y'all hear Mr. Curry okay? Or is he talking too low?
They hear you.
I know they hear my big mouth. I got a big mouth. I'm used to this.
I ain't.
I'm born for this. I'm used to this. Can y'all hear Mr. Curry okay?
They hear me.
Oh, they can hear you. Thank you, Jeffrey. So, y'all, so like I said, we got married we've been together for 40 years, and we got married in 1984. And like I said, we have 6 children, 9 in total. We have 32 grandbabies, soon to be 33, and 4 great grands. And we had a marvelous life together. I never thought in a million years that I could love another person as much as I love him. I mean, this is like, I thank God every night that he gave me Danny to spend the rest of my life with, because I mean, we perfect together. What you think?
Yeah, I think I know. I don't think it. I know we are.
So what do you think about our relationship over 40 years? You ever thought you would be with somebody that long?
Well, that's what I wanted. Somebody that I can, spend my life with.
And to grow with.
And and you the one.
Oh.
So,
I love my husband. I'm telling you, if I'm thinking it, he's saying it, and if he's thinking it, I'm saying it. That's what you call unity. You understand? Because I mean, it's like our souls are connected. You understand? And I wouldn't want to be with anybody. It's like my body knows him. His body knows me. It doesn't matter what condition or anything that we're in. It's like we recognize each other's soul. You understand? And I'm going to tell y'all how deep our connection is. I'm going to start it, and I'm going to let him finish it, because he going to tell you. If I dream, or if he dream about the opposite sex, then you tell him.
Tell him what you mean. Tell him what.
What do you tell me when you dreaming about the opposite sex? Like if you are dreaming about a woman.
Oh, I wake up on the dream.
Why do you wake up?
Because that ain't what I want to dream about. So, I gotta excuse me. I ain't no big talker, so.
But he will not, in his dream, he make himself wake up, because even in his dreams, our soul is connected, and neither one of us can have sex with somebody even in our dreams, and that's kind of crazy, because if you're asleep and you in your dream, you can't control your dreams. But how do we know when we're sleeping and we're dreaming about the opposite sex that's a no-no? How do our bodies know that? We are fully connected.
Right.
It's like God put us together and can't nobody pull us apart. You understand? Even in our dreams. Right. So that right there, that surprised me when he told me that, because I felt the same way. You understand? So it's like, I don't know. Were we together in a different life? You understand? And we just continued on to this life? I don't know, but All I can tell you is that everybody that I meet tell me that if I die, they want me to will them my husband. Like I could actually will my husband to somebody. So let me ask you a question, a serious question. If I was to leave here today, I would want you to meet somebody and to go on. What do you feel about that?
You asking me something like that?
Yeah, I'm just asking a question. You gotta look at the camera, baby.
I know that, but I don't know. You asking me something like that?
Yeah, I'm asking you that question. This is just something that I want to know.
Repeat it, Kathy.
Okay. If I leave here today, I would want you to move on and find somebody else to be your companion in life. Will you?
It'll be super hard to do that. I don't think I could do that,
So you would rather not be with anybody for
exactly, because that'll be a heartbreaking thing, and what'll kill me is probably being heartbroken, So I don't think I could be with nobody else, I mean, it would never be the same, Which I know, you're not gonna be the same as another woman, no
right?
way,
Anyway, yeah. I mean, I feel exactly the same way too, because I wouldn't want anybody. I'm gonna be perfectly honest with y'all, and I'm letting y'all in on some of our personal stuff that we talk about amongst one another. But I'm gonna be totally honest with you guys. If my husband was to leave here, I wouldn't want to be here at all. Period. I probably would kill myself, and I know that that's something that's kind of, it might be hard for you guys out there to understand, but like I said, I've been with him for longer than it just make me feel so sad in my heart to even think about not having him here with me, because I could not live here without him. I feel like if he left here, I would have nothing and nobody. And then people say, well, y'all probably out there, you probably say, well, y'all have 9 kids. Okay, we have 9 kids and we have all these grandbabies, but I think
you gotta be strong though.
I don't think that I could be. I think that I would be able to lay him to rest, and then they will be laying me to rest, because I wouldn't want to live without him. I mean, that's like my right hand. You understand what I'm saying? I'm his right hand. When I tell you that he has my whole entire heart, he has my whole entire. There's nobody else out here. You know how you can see a person and then you automatically feel an attraction to that person? There's nobody out here that I'm nowhere even near attracted to. I don't even look at me in that way. I know that you are a man, but that's all I know. And I don't care about nothing else. It's nothing you could say to me. I'm not attracted to any other man. I'm attracted to him. Mind, body, and soul.
Yeah, but you got to be strong though. You can't give up if something happened to me. You got to keep on pushing.
Who would be here?
You might be heartbroken, but if you can't just let it tear you down. You got to keep on pushing. I mean, it could hurt you, like physically, as far as heart attack, anything, because you're heartbroken. But that's what I wouldn't hurt myself either. But I might be heartbroken. That might kill me,
Yeah, but I'm not gonna die from heartbreak. I'm gonna die because I'm going to be with you, and my kids already know that they are to die 2 plots. If either one of us go, it's gonna be 2 plots, and it's gonna be either side by side or up and down. Okay.
You gotta be strong. You can't give up.
I wouldn't know how to live without him. I've been with you since I was a child.
But you'll survive.
No.
You will. You just gotta. The thing about it, you can't think about it a lot. When I'm gone or when you're gone, we can't think about it a lot. It might hurt.
But sometimes I think about it though, because like if you go somewhere and then I'm here by myself, sometimes my mind go there.
Yeah, but sometimes you just gotta be strong. Just gotta keep on pushing.
See, the
That's all.
problem is that I know that, I mean, I can't, like, if something was to happen to my husband, and God, please don't, I pray that every day, every night. Um, well, my husband had an episode that happened to him. It scared me so bad. I thought I was losing my other half, my best friend. And that's when I was on TPN, and that was a few months ago. And I take medicine to go to sleep. I told you guys that. And I I was sweating real bad, and I woke up to fix my pillows. And when I looked, he wasn't there in the bed with me. This is when my mom stayed with us for a little bit. And I looked at the door and it was open. So I was like, oh, he's in the bathroom. And then I thought, well, why is he using the bathroom with the door open on my mother in another room? And then he came running around that corner and he hit the bed. He came around to the side of the bed, and I looked up at him and he's like, I don't feel good. He hit the floor right in my face. And I'm looking at him like, and I'm like still half asleep from the medicine that I take. And I'm looking at him and I'm like, Danny, no, get up, Danny, no. And my mother, she could hear everything that was going on, and she didn't know what the hell was happening. So he got up off the floor, he laid on the bed, and then he said he didn't feel good. And so now I'm fooling with the TPN machine because it was a sequence, the way you go to turn it off. And I'm fooling around with it, and then he said, I gotta pee. He jumped up out the bed and he went to the bathroom, and then he came back in the room, and then I don't even know what happened. Finally, I was able to get the right sequence and unhook myself. I grabbed my phone and I grabbed a flush, and I don't know how. It's just that your mind just works when you have to do stuff, and I didn't even realize I had did either or. Okay, I wound up calling Beth. And I'm talking to him because he's not here with me. You understand? His mind is not in there. But his mind was in there. I take that back. But I was like trying to help him and not knowing, I'm thinking that he may have had a stroke or something, right? And so I'm saying, Danny, where's your socks at? And he just looking at me like, and Beth was like, Mom, call 911. And so I don't even know how I got on the phone with Beth, okay? I hung up from Beth. I called 911. I told them what was going on, my husband's name, age, all that. Hung up on them, okay? Beth calls back. I'm trying to find his socks. I couldn't think to find out. Then I thought, okay, they're in the drawer. So I go to the drawer. He right by me. I was like, Danny, please sit down, because he was not there. He has no recollection of that night, only a couple things. I was so afraid that I was losing my life partner. I had never seen him that way. And when the paramedics was here, he looked at me and he said, something is wrong. But even though he was messed up in his mind, he knew that he should be worried about me. He knew that it was something wrong with me and he needed to be there to help me. But I'm trying to help him because he wasn't all the way there, okay? But he knew to be worried about me. And so I say, please sit down, and I was crying. And he was like, are you okay? And I was like, no, are you okay? And he was like, I'm okay, are you okay? And so I don't like that. I don't like when he asks me if I'm okay, because it instantly take me back to that night. And so when we're in the ambulance, I'm in there with them, so they had to literally help me up because I could not get in the ambulance. And he tried to get off the stretcher to help me into the ambulance. When they was taking him out of the ambulance, my daughter Yetta, because all the kids met us there, boom, they was there. As soon as we made the phone call. They was there, and Yetta was finna help me out of the ambulance. He trying to get up off the stretcher to help me. He like, well, give me your purse, because he always carry my purse for me because it's always so freaking heavy. I have everything in there plus the kitchen sink, and so at any rate, we got to the hospital and they said that he probably had, his heart probably stopped. And that's why he was in the condition that he was in. Okay? Hey, Quita. They said that he probably had a heart attack. And then that was at the start of COVID. And they wanted him to have all these tests done, but he refused to stay in the hospital because he was like, who gonna be there with me? And when I was sitting, he was in the bed in the hospital, and I was sitting in a chair, and I reached over and I was holding his hand, and he took the chair, he got leaned up out of the bed, and he took the chair and pulled it all the way to his hospital bed. That's what we all think, that, you know, everybody in the family think that he's superhuman, that he's Superman, you know, because he do everything. But he not, Quita, he not Superman, you know. And I found that out that night, and it scared me so bad. He know he not Superman, but we all think he's Superman, don't we? He will not sit down.
You gotta keep going.
If I say I want something, what do you do?
I get it.
As soon as I say it, don't you?
Yeah, you gotta stay busy. I mean, you know, you can't just sit down and stiffen up. You gotta stay mobile, you know.
Yeah, but just as much as you worry about me, I worry about you.
Yeah, but I ain't going nowhere. I'm strong though. Believe it.
What do you think about me?
I think you're not strong as me. I mean, you know, you've been through a lot, you know, so I ain't been through that, you know. So I know, like, the way I feel now, you know, I feel good. But I know you go through a lot more than I do, you know. So I'm definitely gonna be there for you.
But you know, I okay, even though I can't do a lot of stuff for myself and you do it for me, but I don't want you to be overwhelmed by doing everything for me, being my caretaker.
Don't bother me, though. Keep me busy. That's my exercise for the day, you know.
He said that's his exercise for today.
That don't bother me.
Yeah, but it bothers me though, because it scares me, you know, because sometimes I think that he do too much, you know. Like, let me tell you, about 4 nights ago, I was woke and I was watching TV. I couldn't sleep for whatever reason, and I was laying there just watching TV, and he was sleeping, and so all of a sudden I heard and I looked over at him and I'm like, hey. No response. I looked at his eyes. No response. I'm like, hey. And then his chest stopped. And you could just see like a beating in his stomach. And then he made another noise, but his chest wasn't. And I was like, Danny. And I just started shaking him. He didn't respond. I shook him harder. Danny. And then he's like, I said, are you okay? Excuse me, I got the hiccups. I said, are you okay? And he said, I'm okay, dreaming. And then, but he was like, he was out of it. And then I shook him some more because I needed him to wake up. And then when he woke up, guess what he said to me? He said that he was telling his sister Levada, who passed away in 2006. I got her name on my wrist and her dates on my wrist, so that's how I know. She passed away in 2006, and he was telling her to call the doctor.
Yeah, that I couldn't breathe.
That he couldn't breathe. And she said, you'll be okay. His brother, who just passed away, he said he was falling down the stairs because he couldn't breathe, and his brother called him. Now, he dreamed about both of his deceased brother and sister. And when he came fully awake and back, he said he couldn't breathe. And he said, I see how people die in their sleep. Okay? And I was like, that scared the hell out of me, And so I was so then we both wound up watching TV. And then he fell asleep. And I was just, laying there watching him because, of course, I didn't want nothing to happen to him. So that shit scares the hell out of you.
Right. I was just dreaming, that's all.
Yeah, you was dreaming, but you had stopped. Your chest wasn't even expanding.
Yeah, I know.
Did that scare you too?
No, it didn't scare me. I just thought I was dreaming,
Yeah, but you said you thought you weren't coming out of that one.
Yeah, it felt like that, but when my sister told me I was gonna be okay, I figured I'm gonna be okay, I mean, the dead said the dead know nothing, but they know.
Yeah, they do say when you die, the dead knows nothing, but
they know. The dead know more than we know.
So when somebody passed away, do you think they come back to us in our dreams?
I think so. Yep, in the dreams. I think they come to visit us in dreams. A lot of people say it's spirits and all that. I don't think nothing like that. But I think they do come to you in your dreams. Though.
But what about the spirits that I see?
Them demons.
How did you hear that?
No,
he said those are demons.
If you see them like just running around, stuff like that, that is not normal.
Okay, but what about when I saw the kid in my room and I thought it was Danny's child, D? The one they call DB, the one with the little dread. Well, Johnny got dreads too, but the littler one, not Mir, the one in the middle, D.
Somebody made your day bad, and that's what happens. The evil comes out, like.
But I was asleep in my room, and he was outside, and I sat up in the bed, and I was like, hey, how you get in here? And then D grew up to be about 12. And he was, about 6 at the time?
D?
Yeah, D. How old was D at the time? About 5, 6?
About 4.
About 4? He was about 4. He was a little guy. And then this person grew up like this, about 12, and it shook me. And then after that, I had sleep paralysis. And then I had my nephew, he's a minister. He remarried me and Danny, my nephew Ronald. And I called him on the phone, and he came over and he blessed our home. He blessed us, and then he blessed our home. And then we haven't had that problem since then, seeing demons here in the house. He don't like talking about demons, especially at nighttime, and I don't blame him.
Nope.
Not at all. So, let me see. Let me see. What time is it? Should we take some questions from everybody and see what do y'all have any questions that y'all want to ask us about relationships, raising kids, what we did for a living, all that kind of stuff? You got any questions? Now is the time to ask it. I might have to get a little bit closer so I can see it because, your girl, Mama Kathy, getting a little old. So, hey.
You can't see nothing.
I can see it from here. Okay, it says, yes, I have a question. Go ahead and ask the question, Renee. And anybody else who got a question, go ahead. Now is the time to ask them. How many kids and grandkids do you both have? Okay. He's always been so calm. We have 9 children in total, 6 biological, 3 adopted, and we have, so that's 9 total, and then we have 6 girls and 3 boys, and then we have 32 grandchildren, 1 on the way. We have 1 on the way, and then we have 4 great grandbabies. What are your ages? We've been married, we've been together for 40 years, but we've been married for 36. What's our age?
I ain't gonna tell that.
Okay, I'm gonna tell my age. I know Mama Kathy. I'm 54. Hold on, y'all, because I have to come over here and bring down the questions so I can see what y'all asked. Okay. Hubby's so chill. Yes, he is. Okay, what are y'all ages? I'm 54. How old are you, babes?
Well,
Tell them how old you is.
I'll be 25 next month.
You're so silly. His birthday in March.
65.
He's 65 years old. Your girl about to be a senior citizen. Okay. Hold on. Somebody gonna ask me. Wait a minute. Hold on. Let me get. Okay. How do you guys keep such a healthy, strong marriage, and how do you deal with temptation? Well, honey, let me tell you, there is no temptation for Mama Kathy. None. I mean, my body, my mind, my soul, my heart is attracted only to him.
The same here with you.
So, do you ever be? Do you find anybody else attractive?
No, I don't see it.
We don't have to go through that. Thank God. I haven't been with him since I was 14 years old, and I have been with no one else. I have not kissed anybody else, and you know what? The only one who knows that for sure is the God, because I'm telling you, I'm not built that way. It's like a lot of things I saw growing up, and I just wanted to never be in that situation. I would not tolerate mental, physical, emotional abuse, none of that. I'm not doing that. I'm not gonna spend my life with nobody like that, and he's not that way. Okay, let me go back, because somebody asked the question about Dochi. Somebody asked, okay, let me see. You have 9 kids. Nobody needs to know who you adopted. We are just your kids. Okay, Monica, I got you, babes. Okay, is Dochi adopted? No, Dochi is not adopted. Dochi not adopted at all. That's ours. You can't look at him until one day my son, and we call him Little Danny because he's named directly after his daddy, Danny Curry. This is senior, Danny Curry Jr. And one day, Little Danny was walking down my stairs, and I thought he was his damn daddy. That's right. Because, they both had dreads. We all had dreads. And I thought that Little Danny was his daddy coming down the stairs. But then a lot of people say Danny looked like me. But a lot of people say he looked like, he looked like his daddy. They say he looked just like his daddy. Let's see what else y'all got to say. Everybody want to know, don't you adopted? No.
Don't you? No.
Oh, Ronald said, them is not demons. Them is real people who've been here before and passed away. I kind of agree with that. I kind of, he says demons, but I believe that there is demons that come back to you too.
That's demons.
Your grandmother's house was haunted and demons will hurt you. Yes, they will. But you know what Danny's mother told me a long time ago? She told me that God took the power from demons to hit you, to hurt you. But I think they will do physical damage. They will cause you to do physical damage, because when I was under sleep paralysis and the demon had me locked, I was like, unleash me, unleash me. Unleash me. I kept saying it. And I said, the Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want. And then I went through the whole thing.
But the thing about you all, don't worry about the dead.
Thank you. Don't what?
Don't worry about the dead. Worry about the living.
Yeah, but
That's what you be scared of.
Exactly. That's true too. Don't worry about the dead. You gotta worry about the living. But sometimes when the dead come back for you, though, sometimes they could cause you to hurt yourself, because if my cover was not tucked when I was telling the demon or whatever it was to unleash me, I think when they hold you and they have you bound, that's what I was saying, unbound me. And I was like, unleash me, unbound me, because they had me and I couldn't move nothing, just only my eyes. And when I was struggling, and when I tried to let it off of me, when it released me, if I had not had my cover tucked under me, my whole face would have hit the corner of my dresser, because I leave my dresser drawer open because that's where all my medicine sits at in my bedroom, and it would have tore my face up. And if that, you know how you had the sharp corners, that would have hit me right there. So yeah, so you from East Cleveland to Detroit, Michigan, and you live in Florida, man, you traveling. Danny's oldest sister, she lives in East Cleveland. Been there all since I've been knowing them, and I've been in the family for 40 years. I'm like a little sister, because I'm the youngest one out of all of them. Hello, Danielle. You in Macedonia? I used to work in Macedonia. You know, down the street from where they built that, it's like a strip mall. I used to work down the street from there.
That ain't Damien's daughter, is it?
Mm-mm.
Oh, okay.
No, that's somebody else. She used to be on here under her son's name, Gregory, but now she got her own channel, Danielle.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Why are you holding your head down, babes?
Me?
Yeah.
I
What
was
else we
fixing
got?
my hat.
What else we got to talk about?
Whatever you chose to talk about.
Okay, wait a minute. Let me see what she just said. Okay, hold on. It said, my mom visited me and she tapped me on my feet and I opened my eyes and I could see her as plain as day. I know that's right.
I believe there is spirits out here, but
okay, let's see. But
seen them too.
Ronald said that was a witch riding your back that time. That happened to you. Say Jesus Christ, Jesus Christ.
Ronald.
No, it's someone else.
Oh. Okay.
Danny's mother, I was in the hospital, okay? And Danny was sitting over there in a chair, and I was really sick. And he saw his mother bend down and kiss me on my face. And one day, before we changed our house, and we had a couch that's behind the camera. And I couldn't sleep upstairs because I couldn't make it up the stairs. I was really sick. This was in late 2012, and I was sick, and I had my back turned to the room, and I had my face into the couch, and I kept smelling the perfume that Danny's mom wore. Nisha better not be talking about having no more kids. Period. They got enough. No more kids. So anyway, I kept smelling Danny's mom perfume, and then he was like, don't, you know, he got tired of me hearing me say it, right? And, okay, they run it off to see, they said Danny and Nisha just dropped the video, so they run it off to go check their video out. Love y'all too. We love all of y'all. We invite y'all to be part of our family. I don't want
to talk about demons.
I
don't blame them. I don't blame them.
Before I watched the video, is Nisha pregnant? Man, I ain't answering that. Let me see. He said I was dreaming about my grandma's death before it happened that same night. Oh my God. She said she pregnant. Jeffrey said no. I don't know what he said. No, he said, I'm glad Daddy decided to go live with you. Looks really good to see and talk about things. Not me. I'm going to watch them when we get off. I know that's right. We're not going to be on here but for 15 more minutes anyway. But I thank all of y'all for being on here with us. But as I was saying, you remember what I was saying? I forgot. Just say quick.
Talking about demons. I think that's why they running off.
Jeffrey said Nisha not pregnant. Anyway, I don't know what I was saying, but what I did all my life was a nurse, what I always wanted to be, and I worked in the healthcare field for a lot of years, and my husband was the supervisor for floor maintenance at I don't know if you guys remember. She wants a boy and don't you said no. Jeffrey, you telling a video before people go watch it. Danny was I don't know if y'all remember a drugstore company called Refco. Well, he was a supervisor for that floor for floors.
Owner of that.
Yeah, maintenance. What was it? Stripping.
Floor maintenance.
Yeah, floor maintenance, stripping and waxing, and then later he retired from another company where he was the supervisor. This ring light is making me see circles. That's why I'm looking like that, because I see circles. Right? Don't tell Jeffrey. Don't tell what they doing. You got to give people time not to go watch. But Jeffrey like, I'm gonna tell. But anyway, yeah, that's what we did for a living. He was the supervisor for floor maintenance, and that's where he finally retired from. And I was in healthcare, so that's what I always loved to do. And I worked in geriatrics, so that I love that. And then I wanted to be a surgical nurse, but didn't do that. I wish I had it though. That would have been so much fun. Okay, Jeffrey. Oh, thank you. I was smelling Danny's mom's perfume. Yes, we still have B&Ms. We got one right on 130th. They're not as good as they used to be for the other people. It's supposed to be a franchise and all the food supposed to taste the same, but it don't. But anyway, I was smelling.
Getting better though.
Huh?
They're getting better.
Oh, they're getting better?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Danny says they're getting better. Yeah, I was talking about your Grandma Curry's perfume and my husband's mom, and so after I said it about 6 or 7 times, I was like, it's so strong and I can't take it because I have asthma, and the perfume was so strong, and so he kind of got a little bit mad. He was like, will you quit saying that? Because I kept saying, you, Danny, your mom is here. I smell her perfume. And then when he said that to me, he started smelling her perfume. So first, it was just me who knew that she was here. You understand? And I guess she was coming to give us a warning. And the warning was that I had a lung full of blood clots. Okay? And if it was not for my husband, he done saved me on so many occasions from leaving this world. So I'm telling you, we hella fat connected. We gonna be connected to the day we leave here and when we leave here, because God said that he will give you your heart's desire. And my desire is to be with him in eternity. I don't want to be with nobody else. I want to be with him in eternity. I do. But I tell y'all one thing that y'all don't know and that y'all going to be very shocked to know, okay? My husband was married before. He has an ex-wife.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. He was married before, but he was very young when he married her. He was only 18, and it didn't work. He was 19? I thought he was 18.
Well, going on 19.
Oh, okay. And then when I met him, their divorce had just became final. Huh?
A few months from 19.
Yep. His divorce had just became final right before I met him. Right before I met him. And then guess what? When the divorce became final, then she decided that she wanted her husband back.
Well, I wouldn't even talk about that.
Oh, but okay. Yeah, because who knows who's watching my channel, right? So we ain't gonna talk about that. But anyway, once I came in the picture, ain't nobody else have no chance. Because what I said, God put us together, so nothing else out there mattered. You know, I was young, but I was very mature. I definitely was. So what else? Y'all got any more questions? We got like 10 more minutes left on here, because Talk Show Tuesday is what you said. What WH mean, Ronald? You know, Talk Show Tuesday is only an hour. Yes, we are soulmates. Definitely, for sure. I agree 100%, Renee.
Yep.
There's nothing out. Oh, one question that I do remember that Anita wrote down. She said, how do we handle it when somebody is trying to talk about the other one? Well, first of all, I shut them down. Can't nobody talk about my husband to me. Can't nobody tell me nothing about my husband because I know my husband. You understand? And I'm not going to let nobody disrespect him, period, at all. Look who he's showing me. Dochi and Nisha. Our biological son. So Danny, how do you feel about that? If somebody was to say something about me, what do you allow them to talk about me, or what do you do?
Never allow nobody to talk about you. I would check them, tell them, I don't want to talk about that, or talk about other things.
Exactly.
I wouldn't let them talk about you.
Danny, you not looking in the camera, baby. The only thing that that I regret in this marriage, and now it's not even a regret. It was just something that where is a passing family member that their way to telling y'all it's okay and goodwill? Let me see. Okay. Where is a passing family members that's their way to telling y'all it's okay and good will come to you to protect you, and also like your husband, sister, and brother, can't you help him out?
Can you help who out?
Good will come to you to protect you, also like your husband and sister.
Oh, yeah. When she said I'm gonna be okay.
Yeah, cause in the dream, his sister told her he told his sister to call the doctor, and she said you're gonna be okay. He said call the doctor, I can't breathe, and she said you're gonna be okay. And then when he couldn't breathe, he was falling down the stairs. His brother caught him, but in reality, in my bed, he wasn't breathing. Hey Ruby, I tried to call you back several times, but your voicemail kept coming on before we started doing this talk show. Said, Ho got him. Well, somebody retracted that to say, Ho got him now, period. When I was in a bad car accident, my granddad came to and rest the car and passed away. Thank you.
Tell them about the time, though, Kathy, when I was taking
Oh, you want to tell them?
Picking you up from
yeah,
no, you
them.
Could tell them. You tell them.
Okay, so
you talk, you
okay,
like
so this
talk,
is what happened. I was at work and I worked. Okay, I love you too. I worked in Bay Village at that point, and Danny and little Danny Dochi, as y'all know him, was coming to pick me up, and my son was young at the time. I'm not exactly sure how old Danny was. How old was Danny?
I think Danny was like 16.
He was like 16
or something like that. Yeah, about 15 or 16.
Okay, Monica.
Might have been a little younger than that.
I think he was younger than 16.
He had to be a little younger than that. He might have been about 14,
when I worked in
15.
Bay Village. He probably was like 14 or 15.
Yeah, somewhere in
and
there.
they were on their way to pick me up from work. And they were on 480 West.
Yeah.
Coming out there in this red car with a young I'm only telling you their race because of what happened. It was two young white kids, and they were in a red car, and they were driving really fast on the freeway.
They wasn't really.
They wasn't really driving fast. It was a SUV. A Yukon that was driving fast.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all had these ghost stories. We just started, so geez. Let me finish telling you tell y'all this story, okay? Listen. Okay, so him and my son, so the red car passed them. in the fast lane. The SUV went up, and Danny and them was still driving down the street, on the freeway. And next thing they know, the
Yukon hit the side of the red car. I guess the red car went over
okay,
him.
the red car went over on the Yukon, and the Yukon hit them, and it was actually a nurse right there. And so my husband got out of the car. He told little Danny to stay in the car because he didn't know what had happened. And my son and my husband seen 3 people in the car. It was a white guy in the back seat, probably in his 30s. He had on a black leather jacket. And then the girl and the guy that was in the car, I guess, didn't the girl, she was driving, and she wound up over.
Yeah, the girl was driving.
Yeah, she wound up the girl was driving, and she wound up somewhere close to the passenger seat, right?
In the back, she went back.
So she went back.
Yeah, she went back, and she was laying like back in the back seat. He was too, really. They both was laying.
And
like back.
the guy in the leather jacket, it was nothing wrong with him. He was just sitting there. And my husband and the nurse and all them people who stopped on the freeway to help him, sad to say, the couple was they was only 18 and 19 years old. They had just
19, the girl was 18.
Yeah, and they had just buried their daughter not too long before that. Okay, and they were on their way to a job interview, both of them. And the Yukon hit them, and they died. So I called. So my husband got back in the car. They came and picked me up from work. Left work, and I called Fox 8 News, and I was telling them that it was a really bad accident on the freeway, and that 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 2 people was dead on the scene, and it was 1 person that was left alive. Now, I told y'all it was 3 people. Oh, that's okay, Ronald. It was 3 people in the car. So when we kept hearing about it on the news, they just talked about the 2 people, the 18-year-old and a 19-year-old, okay? And it was so sad because they had just buried their daughter, and it was sad because I think the baby died when she was like 9 months old or something, and they buried her. So I called the city where it was Westlake police. I called their department, and I said, my son and my husband witnessed this accident. And I said, but they keep talking about the young lady and the young man, but what happened to the 3rd person? And so then they said, the 3rd person? And I was like, yes, it was 3 people in the car. They said, no, ma'am, it was only 2 people. And I said, no, my husband and my son seen the guy in the back seat, and I described him to him because they both described him the same way. He looked like he was a white guy, and looked like he was in his early 30s, and he had on a black leather jacket. You understand? And so they was like, well, let you talk to the chief of police. So they put me on with the chief of police, and they said, well, everybody that we interviewed on the scene, it was only these 2 people. And I said, no, my husband was there. He saw the lady, he saw the man, he saw them both dead, and it was a guy in the back seat with a black leather jacket on.
Got out to try to open the door to get the people out the car.
And so do you hear this? So it was literally a spirit in the car with them. It was not a real person they saw. Nobody else saw this person. The only people that saw this person was Dochi and my husband. Was the only one. So I don't know if that was somebody for one of them coming to take them home to be with God. I have no clue. But all I could tell y'all is that I think the afterlife is real. I think when you die, I think you can still come back. Okay, and I don't think they're all demons. And I kind of agree with Ronald. I think that our loved ones do come back to us, and they give us signs and stuff like when we about to be in trouble or anything. But I really don't know. But our time is up. And I want to thank my husband for coming on here, talking with us. We really didn't have anything to talk about, but besides relationships, sorry I couldn't prep for it because, like I said, we had a last minute cancellation, and the love of my life decided to come in and help his wifey, and I really appreciate him because he's like he don't, you know, it's not that he's like he said that not like he's shy, but it's just that he, you know, he just don't like to be on camera. But I appreciate that. But he's gonna be on camera again next week because we're doing a cooking video together. So he might just come on here and do something else. I don't know if it's gonna be next week or not though, because if that's Thanksgiving, I may not do the cooking video until the week after Thanksgiving. But he's gonna cook me some pink salmon patties, yes, and I can't wait because he is marvelous at cooking those things. Thank you, Renee. You will see me on here every Tuesday, come rain or shine, because I'm not going to let a cancellation stop me, because this is my dream. This is what I want to do with my YouTube channel, and that's what I want to do. And I thank all of you guys for tuning in. I thank all you guys for all the likes that y'all gave me. I thank all of y'all who's going to watch this video when it is not live, because y'all all support Mama Kathy, and I really appreciate y'all. Okay, wait a minute. Let me see what you said, and then I'm going to close it out. I was born in EC, lived there up until I was 1984, then Detroit, 15 years in Florida, and I love it. Well, I'm so happy for you. My granddaughter, she lives in Cocoa, Florida, and she's about to have my first great-grandson. I appreciate all you guys taking the time out to comment. Thank you guys for the questions. Tune in next week, Tuesday, 6 p.m. to 7 p.m. for... Talk Show Tuesday with your girl, Mama Kathy. I love all of y'all, and see y'all next time. Bye. Now go watch Dolce and Nisha's channel, their video. My husband said bye to y'all too. You don't want to let me in.